The 4 dangerous vitamins seniors should avoid, and 4 you should take every day after 65. What if the vitamins you take each morning, the ones you believe are protecting your health, are quietly doing the opposite? According to the Journal of Medical Aging, older adults who take the wrong supplements may increase their risk of early death by as much as 40%. That's not hype, it's clinical data. One common vitamin on this list has been linked to brain shrinkage. Another can raise your risk of stroke, nerve damage, and heart failure, even at typical daily doses. The problem isn't just the vitamin itself, it's how your body changes after 65. Your liver slows down, your kidneys struggle to filter excess, and your nervous system becomes more vulnerable. These harmful vitamins can build up in your body, quietly damaging your cells. And the fatigue, forgetfulness, or dizziness you've been blaming on just getting older, it may not be age, it may be avoidable. In this article, we'll walk you through the 4 vitamins you should avoid after age 65 and the 4 you should be taking daily to support your heart, brain, and overall vitality. Be sure to read to the end because one vitamin we'll cover has been shown to reduce all-cause mortality by 36% in a major European study. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments, where are you reading from today? Now let's start with the first vitamin. It sounds harmless, but for older adults, it can quietly do real damage over time. My 4, the hidden risk of vitamin A retinol after 65. Vitamin A has a reputation as a health hero. It supports your vision, strengthens your immune system, and even promotes healthy skin. But after age 65, this well-known vitamin, especially in its retinol form, can quietly become harmful if you're not careful. Here's why. Vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means your body stores it in your liver and fat tissue instead of flushing it out like water-soluble vitamins. As you get older, your liver naturally slows down, your metabolism changes, and your body can't eliminate excess vitamin A as efficiently. The result? It builds up, and that buildup can lead to chronic toxicity. If you're taking a daily multivitamin, liver supplements, or eating fortified foods, you may be getting more than your body needs without even realizing it. Doses above 2,000 to 3,000 micrograms per day from supplements are especially risky. Symptoms of vitamin A toxicity, such as dry skin, blurred vision, dizziness, and joint pain, are often mistaken for just normal aging. But in reality, these could be warning signs that you're overloading your system with too much of this fat-stored nutrient. And it gets more serious. A 2022 review published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that excessive vitamin A in older adults is linked to a 25% increase in the risk of atrial fibrillation, an irregular heart rhythm that significantly raises your risk of stroke, especially after age 65. So if you're over 65 and still taking supplements that contain retinol or retinol palmitate, it's time to rethink your routine. Yes, your body needs vitamin A, but it doesn't need it in this potentially toxic form. Instead, aim for beta-carotene, the plant-based version of vitamin A found in colorful foods like carrots, sweet potatoes, spinach, and eggs. Why is beta-carotene safer? Because your body only converts it into vitamin A when it actually needs it. That means there's virtually no risk of overdose, even if you're eating a lot of these healthy foods. The best step you can take right now? Check your supplement labels. If your multivitamin lists retinol or retinol palmitate, look at the dosage. The recommended upper limit is 700 micrograms per day for women and 900 micrograms for men. Exceeding that, especially over the long term, can increase your risk of heart problems, liver strain, and nerve damage. When in doubt, go natural. Whole foods are still the best and safest source of vitamin A for seniors. If you're unsure, bring supplements to your next doctor's visit and ask for guidance. At Elder Care Wellness, we believe smart nutrition starts with understanding what your body really needs and what it doesn't. After 65, every choice counts, and choosing the right form of vitamin A could protect your heart, your brain, and your quality of life. 3. Why iron supplements could be hurting you after 65. Iron is essential. We need it to carry oxygen through our blood and fight fatigue. But for older adults, iron supplements can quietly turn from helpful to harmful. If you're over 65 and still taking iron just in case, it might be doing more harm than good. Many people think iron boosts energy or helps with brittle nails, and it's often included in multivitamins marketed for seniors. But here's the truth. After age 65, your body no longer loses iron like it once did, especially after a menopause or in the absence of medical conditions that cause blood loss. Instead of being used, the extra iron gets stored, building up in places like your liver, heart, and pancreas. Over time, this iron overload can cause oxidative stress, a process that damages your cells, inflames your tissues, and accelerates aging from the inside out. Worse still, excess iron encourages the formation of lipid peroxides, harmful compounds linked to Alzheimer's, cancer, and heart disease. The problem is, most older adults don't need extra iron at all. Unless you've been diagnosed with iron deficiency anemia or you're recovering from blood loss due to surgery, ulcers, or chronic illness, you're probably getting enough from food sources like meat, beans, leafy greens, and fortified cereals. Adding a supplement on top of that can throw off the balance and create long-term health risks. The early signs of iron overload are easy to miss: joint pain, low energy, memory trouble, or a racing heart, symptoms that are often dismissed as just part of aging. But behind the scenes, excess iron could be quietly damaging your brain, liver, and heart. If you're currently taking a multivitamin that includes iron, it's time to pause and talk to your doctor. Ask for a serum ferritin test and transferrin saturation test to check your iron levels. If your numbers are high, the safest next step is to cut back on red meat and stop using iron supplements right away. Instead, choose a senior-friendly multivitamin that is iron-free. You'll still get the nutrients you need without the risk of overload. Iron can be helpful in your younger years, but after 65, it's like pouring gasoline on a fire your body can no longer put out. At Eldercare Wellness, we believe in smarter aging, not just more supplements. Knowing what your body truly needs, and when to step back, is one of the best gifts you can give your long-term health. The hidden danger of taking calcium alone after 65. For decades, calcium has been hailed as the key to strong bones. It's been advertised on cereal boxes, included in nearly every senior multivitamin, and recommended by doctors for years. But if you're over 65, especially if you're taking calcium supplements by themselves, it's time to take a closer look. Here's a surprising truth. Taking calcium alone without proper balance can increase your risk of heart attack, stroke, and dangerous artery calcification. When we're younger, our bones absorb calcium efficiently. But as we age, especially in postmenopausal women and older men, that process slows down. Calcium that isn't absorbed properly doesn't just disappear. It can build up in soft tissues, settle in the joints, and most worryingly harden in the arteries. As instead of protecting your bones, excess calcium from supplements can make arteries stiffer, increasing your risk of cardiovascular events. And instead of preventing fractures, it may be raising your risk of a stroke. What's more, calcium supplements often come with digestive side effects, bloating, constipation, and interference with the absorption of other vital minerals like iron and zinc. If you're also taking acid-blocking medications for heartburn or reflux, your stomach may have an even harder time absorbing calcium effectively. So what's the better approach? Get your calcium from food first. Foods like leafy greens, collard, spinach, yogurt, sardines with bones, almonds, and chia seeds are rich in calcium that your body can absorb naturally and gradually. And if you do need a supplement, never take calcium on its own. Pair it with vitamin D3, which helps your body absorb calcium, and vitamin K2, which directs calcium to your bones and away from your arteries. Without these nutrients working together, your body doesn't know where to send that extra calcium, and it could end up exactly where you don't want it. Also, check your multivitamin. If it includes 500 to 1,000 milligrams of calcium and you're already eating calcium-rich foods, you may be getting too much. That kind of overload can sneak up over time and do more harm than good. At Eldercare Wellness, we believe smarter aging means understanding what your body needs now, not what it needed 30 years ago. Calcium is still important, but only when taken wisely with the right partners and in the right amounts. So before you reach for that extra calcium tablet, consider reviewing your daily intake with your healthcare provider. Your bones matter, but so does your heart. 1. The hidden danger of high-dose vitamin B6 after 65. Vitamin B6 is often thought of as harmless. It's marketed for boosting energy, supporting brain function, and helping with nerve health. But if you're over 65, taking high doses of B6 every day could be quietly damaging your nervous system, and you may not even realize it. You might think it's water-soluble, so my body just flushes out the excess, right? Not exactly. Unlike some other vitamins, B6 can build up in your nerve tissue over time, especially when taken in large amounts. And that buildup can turn toxic. In older adults, too much B6 can lead to symptoms that look like normal aging: muscle weakness, numbness or tingling in the feet, burning sensations, poor balance, or coordination issues. Sadly, many seniors are misdiagnosed with diabetic neuropathy or general age nerve decline, when the real cause is vitamin B6 overload. The recommended upper limit for B6 is 100 milligrams per day, but studies show that even doses as low as 50 milligrams daily can cause nerve damage in older individuals when taken long-term. That's alarming when you consider how many energy supplements, brain boosters, and nerve health formulas contain far more than that, sometimes up to 200% or more of the daily safe limit. And the risk doesn't end there. If you're also taking a daily multivitamin and eating fortified cereals or shakes, the total amount of B6 you're consuming could easily exceed what your body can safely handle. Age changes like slower liver metabolism and pre-existing conditions such as diabetes or thyroid disorders can make older adults even more sensitive to vitamin toxicity. The truth is, most seniors only need 1.5 megs of B6 per day for women and 1.7 megs for men. And that's easy to get from food alone. Chickpeas, tuna, turkey, bananas, and fortified grains all contain healthy amounts of vitamin B6 without any added risk. Unless a doctor has confirmed through a blood test that you're deficient in B6, which is rare, there's usually no need for high-dose B6 supplements. If your multivitamin or nerve support formula lists more than 5-10 per serving, it's time to rethink your routine. Talk to your healthcare provider. Ask about your B6 levels and whether your current supplements are truly supporting your health or quietly sabotaging it. And if you're unsure, switching to a low-dose or food-based formula is a safer choice. At Elder Care Wellness, we believe in empowering you with the facts, because smarter supplements mean stronger bodies, clearer minds, and a better quality of life. At every age, magnesium, the underrated mineral every senior should be taking. As we get older, some nutrients quietly become more important than ever, and magnesium is one of the most overlooked. After age 65, magnesium levels often begin to drop significantly. Why? It's not just about diet. Aging bodies tend to absorb less magnesium, the kidneys flush more of it out, and common medications like diuretics, acid blockers, and certain blood pressure drugs deplete it even faster. The result? Many older adults experience fatigue, leg cramps, anxiety, poor sleep, irregular heartbeats, and insulin resistance. Without realizing magnesium deficiency may be to blame. These symptoms are often chalked up to just getting older. But the truth is, low magnesium can quietly erode your energy, mood, and overall health. The good news? Restoring magnesium levels can make a real difference. Seniors who start supplementing often report deeper sleep, fewer nighttime cramps, steadier balance, and clearer thinking, sometimes within just a few weeks. Why is magnesium so important? It supports over 300 enzyme systems in the body. It helps regulate blood pressure, stabilize blood sugar, support nerve and muscle function, and even calm an overactive nervous system. In short, magnesium is one of your body's most reliable multitaskers. Now, let's talk about getting enough of it. Foods like leafy greens, avocados, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and black beans are great sources of magnesium. But due to modern soil depletion, even a healthy diet may not provide enough, especially if your body isn't absorbing nutrients as well as it used to. And that's where supplements can help. But not all magnesium supplements are created equal. Some forms, like magnesium oxide, are poorly absorbed and more likely to cause digestive issues like diarrhea. For older adults, it's best to look for gentler, more absorbable forms, such as magnesium glycinate, great for calming the nervous system and supporting sleep. Magnesium citrate, known for good absorption and supporting digestion. Magnesium malate, often used for energy and muscle support. For most seniors, a daily dose of 250 to 400 milligrams is ideal, but always check with your doctor before starting, especially if you have kidney concerns. At Elder Care Wellness, we encourage aging wisely, and that means giving your body what it truly needs, not just more pills, but the right kind of support. Magnesium may be small, but its impact is powerful. Whether it's better sleep, fewer cramps, or more steady energy, this one mineral could quietly help you feel more like yourself again. Read Vitamin D3, your sunshine defender after 65. We often hear that vitamin D is important for strong bones, but what many people don't realize is that vitamin D3 is actually one of the most powerful hormones in the body, especially as we age. And after 65, most adults simply aren't getting enough of it. Why? Because as we grow older, our skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D. In fact, studies show that people over 65 produce less than half the vitamin D3 they did in their younger years, even when spending time outdoors. The consequences of low D3 are serious: chronic fatigue, weakened muscles, bone thinning, osteoporosis, poor immune function, and a higher risk of infection, especially respiratory illnesses. A 2020 review published in the British Medical Journal revealed that seniors with vitamin D deficiency had a 50% greater risk of respiratory infections and were 30% more likely to die from any cause compared to those with healthy levels. But D3 does much more than help your bones. It activates immune cells, reduces chronic inflammation, and helps the body repair tissues more efficiently. It also plays a vital role in supporting brain health, improving mood, and helping maintain mental clarity, something that becomes especially important as the years go on. So how much do you really need? While the general recommendation for adults is 600 to 800 IU per day, most seniors actually need closer to 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily to maintain optimal blood levels, especially if you're not getting enough sun or eating fortified foods. The best form of vitamin D for seniors is D3. Also known as cholecalciferol. It's better absorbed than vitamin D2 and stays in your system longer. For best results, take it with a meal that contains healthy fats such as avocado, eggs, or olive oil, since vitamin D is fat-soluble and absorbs better with food. If you're not sure where you stand, ask your doctor to test your 25-hydroxy-vitamin D levels with a simple blood test. Many seniors are shocked to learn they're deficient, even if they don't feel symptoms right away. But catching it early and correcting the deficiency can make a world of difference in your energy, immunity, and quality of life. At Elder Care Wellness, we encourage every older adult to think of vitamin D3 as more than just a bone supplement. It's a full body protector. From your immune system to your brain and muscles, D3 works quietly behind the scenes to help you feel stronger, think clearer, and live longer. 2. Vitamin B12, the brain and nerve booster most seniors are missing. If you're over 65, there's a good chance your body isn't absorbing enough vitamin B12, and the effects may be sneaking up on you without warning. Vitamin B12 plays a vital role in brain function, red blood cell production, and maintaining a healthy nervous system. Without it, you may feel tired, foggy, or off balance, but many seniors mistake these early symptoms for normal aging. That's where things get tricky. As we age, our stomachs naturally produce less stomach acid, which is necessary to absorb B12 from food sources like meat, eggs, and dairy. Even if you're eating a balanced diet, your body may not be absorbing this important vitamin effectively. Symptoms of a B12 deficiency can be subtle at first: fatigue, poor memory, tingling or numbness in the hands and feet, mood changes or difficulty walking. Left untreated, low B12 levels can mimic early dementia, increase the risk of falls, and cause irreversible nerve damage. But here's the good news: B12 deficiency is both easy to detect and easy to treat, once you know what to look for. If you're over 60, it's smart to ask your doctor for a simple blood test to check your B12 levels. Many healthcare providers now recommend routine B12 screening for seniors, especially those with digestive issues, diabetes, or who take medications like metformin or acid-reducing drugs, which further limit absorption. Now, the best way to restore and maintain healthy B12 levels is through supplements, particularly in forms your body can absorb easily. Look for methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin, the two most recommended forms. These are available in tablets, sublingual, under the tongue, drops, and even sprays. For most seniors, a daily dose of 500 to 1,000 micrograms is safe and effective. If your levels are very low, your doctor may recommend weekly B12 injections to quickly replenish your stores and reverse symptoms. Another bonus, B12 is water-soluble, which means your body excretes any excess, so it's generally very safe to take, even at higher doses, especially when prescribed by a healthcare provider. At Elder Care Wellness, we believe in aging smart, and that means listening to your body and supporting it with what it truly needs. Vitamin B12 is one of the simplest ways to protect your brain, energy, balance, and memory well into your later years. Don't let a silent deficiency steal your strength or mental clarity. Ask your doctor to check your B12 levels. and if needed, add this small but mighty vitamin to your daily routine. Your nerves, your brain, and your future self will thank you for it. Omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, the longevity nutrient every senior needs. When it comes to aging well, few nutrients are as powerful or as underappreciated as omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid. These healthy fats are like a natural tune-up for your brain, heart, joints, and overall vitality. And if you're over 65, making sure you're getting enough could make a real difference in how you feel and how long you live. A 2021 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with the highest blood levels of omega-3s had a 36% lower risk of death from all causes compared to those with the lowest levels. That's not just a small difference, that's life-changing. So why are omega-3s so essential for older adults? First, they protect the brain, helping improve memory, reduce mental fog, and possibly lower the risk of cognitive decline. DHA in particular is a key building block in brain tissue. Second, omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, which means they help reduce joint pain and stiffness, especially in people with arthritis. Third, they support a healthy heart by lowering blood pressure, improving circulation, and reducing triglyceride levels. Despite all these benefits, it's estimated that over 68% of Americans over age 60 are low in omega-3s. Why? Mostly because we're not eating enough fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, or anchovies, the best natural sources of EPA and DHA. And while walnuts, chia seeds, and flaxseed contain a plant-based form of omega-3 ALA, it doesn't convert efficiently to EPA and DHA in the body. And that's why supplementation is often necessary. A high-quality fish oil supplement providing at least 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per day is ideal for general health. For those with heart disease, chronic inflammation, or cognitive concerns, some doctors recommend up to 2,000 milligrams daily under medical supervision. When shopping for omega-3 supplements, look for triglyceride or rare esterified forms. They absorb better. Molecularly distilled for purity to remove heavy metals. Third party, tested for potency and quality. The benefits of omega-3s go beyond the physical. Many seniors report clearer thinking, better mood, easier movement, and even deeper sleep after consistent use. It's one of the simplest ways to support graceful aging from the inside out. At Elder Care Wellness, we encourage smart, simple choices that help you stay strong, sharp, and independent. Adding omega-3s to your daily routine might just be one of the most important steps you can take after 65. If you're not eating fatty fish at least twice a week, talk to your doctor about supplementing. Your brain, heart, and joints will thank you today and for years to come. Conclusion: the right vitamins can change everything. Some vitamins can help you live longer, stay mentally sharp, and keep your energy strong well into your golden years. But others, if taken the wrong way or in the wrong form, can quietly chip away at your strength, cloud your thinking, and even increase your risk of heart problems. The truth is, it's not about taking more vitamins, it's about taking the right ones in the right way. The goal is simple: support your body, protect your brain, and give your cells what they truly need to thrive, not what's trending on a supplement shelf. Well, after 65, your body changes, and so should your approach to nutrition. That's why cutting out the risky supplements and focusing on smart, safe, and proven options like omega-3s, magnesium, B12, and vitamin D3 can make a dramatic difference in how you age. We hope this guide gave you a new way to think about your daily habits and inspired you to take control of your health, one smart step at a time. Now it's your turn. What vitamins are you currently taking? Was there one on this list that surprised you? Drop a comment below and let us know. We read every one. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to Elder Care Wellness, and share this video with a friend or loved one who deserves to feel their best too. Aging well isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. And that starts with making informed choices, one day at a time.